What's up guys, it's Catching Productions 72. Welcome to another episode of Figure Friday. This is episode 109, Death Star Trooper, released in 2008, also known as an Imperial Navy Trooper. So 3 weeks? Yeah, third week in a row I've been able to get this do this. Went from last year where I did not do this for 6 months to literally third week in a row being able to get this out nicely. This is my last planned normal video of January because Tuesday will be the 31st. I will be doing the channel update February edition on that day just so it's out and it's done. But here we have a figure that I thought honestly was in more sets, or at least this exact version of it. I ended up being very wrong, so it was only in 2 sets, that being 10188 Death Star from 2008 and in 2009 with 8038 Battle of Endor. So this minifigure you could have quite a few of. I have 2 of them. I got them in the Death Star. So yeah, these ones are quite good. I mean, if you have at least like 4 or 5 of them or whatever, you would use these in an Imperial base, in a Death Star mock. You could put them in a Star Destroyer, an Imperial. Like these figures have a lot of versatility. It's like there's just as good as Stormtroopers. You wouldn't have as many of these as you do Stormtroopers, but they work in that way that when it comes to doing anything with Imperials, they kind of really just fit anywhere, and I do like that about them quite a bit. It is a really cool minifigure. It is the old helmet shape. They have changed the helmets. They changed the helmet piece in 2012. I'm actually going to quickly grab a modern version of this minifigure. So here is a more accurate version from 2016, and you can see what I mean by, they've changed the helmet completely by that point. Again, this was 8 years after this one, so of course have. And the helmet piece that this one uses in 2016 had been around since 2012, being in the set 9492 TIE Fighter. So let's get into this minifigure's finer details. So as you can see, he has no pupils in the eyes. This was before that, 2008. That wasn't really a mainstream thing. They weren't doing it everywhere, so it's kind of cool that they did end up doing it. Obviously, they're not going to give him a double-sided head either, as you can see here. On the hands, because the minifigure's all black. It's just the way this works. Also, there's no back printing either. From the back, it looks quite, the best way to describe this from the back, if he didn't have the blaster, is Darth Vader without any cape or lightsaber. Turn around here, because it is 2008 and these had literally just been released the year before. He has a standard blaster, which I like quite a bit. His face also has a chin strap, and I like the belt kind of piece. As a kid, when I had some of these minifigures, I did use the torso to make a custom Luke Skywalker from when he fights Darth Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi. So there's that. Again, this is one of the quicker episodes, because you have the Royal Guard one that was quite quick. This one's a bit quick. Obviously, last week's Darth Malgus was a little bit longer because it was Darth Malgus, there was a bit more to show, but for a 15-year-old minifigure, obviously it's not going to be holding up today. I mean, if you compare it literally to a modernist version, you can see the difference is quite clear. So, do I recommend this figure? Should you buy it? Absolutely, this is a cool classic minifigure. If you have some of those 2008 era Stormtroopers, it looks really nice. Almost some Imperial officers. This figure fits so well. Even though he has an inaccurate helmet and is out of date, he still works for me. I mean, maybe that's just the nostalgia of older minifigures talking about. I think he really does. And, some twirl him again. He's a really cool minifigure that I really do like indeed. So you're probably wondering, hey, what is next week's episode, since we're going to be hitting these perfectly and getting them out again? I'll show you what next week's episode is. It is a Return of the Jedi minifigure. We're going to be doing a few of these in the coming weeks, I think. I'll double check the list. Mon Mothma from the 2009 7749 Mon Calamari Star Cruiser, I think is the name of the set. So this will be a fun minifigure to take a look at next week. Let me go quickly just check the list. So yeah, I don't think there'll be any other videos between now and Tuesday. I might do a video talking about the new Bush Leia helmet that was released. I probably should do something to that effect. But yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.